Oh, that wasn't a thing. Oh. Hi, everybody. It's Nancy. Hope you're having an awesome day. Happy Sunday. Last day of Nancy's on break. When you get here, say hi. Let me know where you're watching from. All the things. Hope you're good. We are going to... Keyword today is cozy. So type the word cozy. Check your messages. That will get you a message from my page with everything that you need. Let's start by painting these and setting them aside. I have some letters here. We're going to paint them in the color ash. And they say stay cozy. And then we're going to work on the other part of our craft today. This one should be pretty simple, something anyone can do. Very easy to create. Caitlin and I have a wedding today, so we're going to be gone this evening for a high school friend of hers. So that's exciting. We're going to spend a little bit of time relaxing this afternoon. We went and had lunch at one of her favorite places, and we're going to go. I'm going to do this live, and then we're going to do that. So let me know what you guys are doing. So we got this painted. It's only going to take one coat. Super simple. Let me get my comments pulled up and say hi to everybody. So the other thing we're going to work on is this shadow box that I've actually had for quite some time. I think I bought these last year, maybe 2 years ago. It says 6 by 6 inches. I know I got these at Michael's. They were like buy one, get one free kind of deal. So we're going to I found this in my stash. I'm trying to thin out my stash so I can organize better, as we all do. So I thought, let's try this and we'll see what happens here. I think this is going to be cute. I haven't done something like this in a while, so let's see how it goes. Let's hope I can see comments today. Looks like I will be able to. So we're going to take this. Hi, Karen. Karen, I sent you a message back on Etsy. Hopefully that it made sense. If not, let me know. Hi, everybody. So many friends are on already. Hi, Wendy, Beverly, hello, Karen, Sue, and Deborah, hello. Hi, Denise. Hi, Donna. Hi, Jen. She is still here. We are, like I said, we have a wedding to go to this evening. So work tomorrow is going to be a little rough for me. That's okay. This is not a big deal. Plenty of people have to work. But I need to get these off, and I'm not sure how. So let me pull this up. Where's my tool? Hold, please. Okay, here we go. These little slidey things are these little picture frame things are a little, they are snug. Snug is a really good way to put it. I love to do shadow boxes because you can change them up. And I have one that sits on my porch that I change up every single season. Right now it's got some fall foliage in it and a design on the front. We did that a while back. This is going to be on a smaller scale. I don't know why I can't get this one. Anyhow, the visit is not over is my whole point. Hi, Maud. How are you? Hi, Kathy Smith. How are you from North Carolina? Okay, so let's see how we get this off. Should be able to pull this off. Okay. And then this is going to be, this kind of shadow box. You can use pins to like poke pictures on and whatnot. We are not doing that. We are doing something completely different than that. So I'm going to pull all these pins out. Again, this is a small shadow box. For now, we're going to work on the inside. And technically you can hang this, so I guess we will do it this way. This is glass. Is this glass? It's either glass or plastic. Either way, hi Amanda, I'm glad you caught me live. Either way, glass or plastic is going to be interchangeable. So we're going to chalk right on this, and I'm just going to clean it up. We're going to chalk on the outside. Usually I would suggest cleaning it first with like Windex or something. I did not bring that in, so we're just going to dust it off. Not a big deal. Hi, Teresa. I'm doing okay, Kathy. Thank you for asking or saying that. Okay, so we are going to take, we did this guy. Remember, he was too small, but I fixed him. We did him down here on the naughty list, but loving it. So we are going to work with Snoopy in this giant coat. And when you're working with a reusable surface, since these are sticky and reusable, you want to fuzz these really well. I'm not going to be able to put wax on the glass because it's going to look smeared. So what you want to do is just fuzz, 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 fuzz. Okay? And that's what I'm doing. I'm just adding lint and lifting it up. Okay, this should be okay. And the way to test it would be, you should be able to slide the sticky part across your surface. If it grabs it, you need to do more. So what I'm going to do is put this right in the center, but at the bottom, as far down to the bottom as I can get it. And as close to the center as I can do it. And what's awesome about these is they're flexible like this, so you can get it as opposed to like a regular stencil. So you're going to be able to get this all the way down to the edge. Of course, I have a huge piece of fuzz, so if that happens, pull it up, get that out. And then I'm only going to press where the design is, because I don't really need my transfer to stick everywhere. We want to make it easiest to pull up. This is by far the easiest way to get color inside your transfers, is working with glass or metal where you can flip it over. Yes, Maud, Snoopy is everywhere. He's definitely everywhere. Hi, Patricia. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, it's their 50th year, so they're celebrated everywhere. And Peanuts, we collaborate with Peanuts, and they... this is going to be saved for later. They get to choose the design. So they, you know, put out what they want to see. So that's how that works. Chalk is always on trend. Trust me. I can tell you that. So many times, like things that have come out, you can find those same similar designs in the stores. Like for home decor, because Julia, who is our... well, I don't know what her official title, but she basically is in charge of all the transfers. She is in the know on all that and what's coming out next spring. She probably already knows what next Christmas is going to look like. She's very much into that. So we are going to always be on trend. So you will almost always be able to find things to go with the items you make, because Julia is amazing. You guys, she's absolutely amazing. So this is just chalk paste. I'm pressing it in the silk screen, scraping up my excess. So easy. And then you just want to lift very slowly, because if you make a mistake or you miss something, you can always lay it back down. Okay, so right now we have our outline. I'll just hold it up here so you guys can see. That's our little Snoopy outline. This you're going to clean with water and a board eraser, and you can use it on all kinds of things. Shirts and wood, and I don't even know. Anything you can stick it to, it'll stick. You'll be able to make the design on whatever you can stick it to. So, all right. We're going to dry this, even though really it probably won't mess it up if I don't. We're not going to take a chance. We're going to just give this a quick little dry, just so I don't smear it. And then we're going to flip this doolally over here. And we're going to paint on the other side, okay, with our chalk paste. Chalk paste is semi-permanent, kid-friendly, no chemicals, anything like that. So what's kind of cool about this, let me just see what brush I want to use. You're going to be able to paint over all the lines and all the things, but I don't know what brush I want. Let's start with this one. We're not going to have to lay our transfer back down, which is pretty cool. So what I'm going to do, hopefully if I lift this up, you can see, hi, Florine. You're just going to start painting. And you just want to stay inside the outside line, okay? Basically. And if we make any mistakes, what's awesome is you can just take a little scrapey tool and wipe it up, scrape it up. What I would suggest is if you go outside the line, dry it really well and you'll be able to still scrape it. It's way easier. You can get cleaner lines. And I'm probably going to do more than one coat of white, just because it will look better. So we're going to let our white dry for just a second. And while that's drying, I'm going to take a little bigger brush and we're going to use Lagoon. Hi, Tracy. Lagoon is this awesome blue-green color that I've been loving. And I'm going to do the coat in Lagoon. I might do the coat and the hat in Lagoon. And maybe just keep this super simple. Most people match their hats and their coats, don't they? So we're just taking our brush, going around, painting over all those lines. And I'll hold it up nice and close so you guys can see. As soon as I get this filled in here. Yeah, I'm going to do the hat also, I think. Well, this one is going to be pretty simple. Maybe we'll do the little poof on top of the hat in white. How about that? You guys, this is already so cute. But this is what it looks like when you're painting. And I can see through it still. So what I'm going to do is make sure this is dry. And we're just going to give it like another coat. Just when we put it in the shadow box, we're not going to be able to see through it as well. But I want it to be pretty bright. So that's why I want to do it. Thanks for sprinkling. You guys are awesome. So tell me in the comments, have you guys started Christmas shopping? Has anyone started Christmas shopping? I have some ideas brewing, and maybe I possibly have one or two things. But does anybody like knee deep in Christmas shopping yet? I'm going to keep it pretty simple this year in the sense of the extended family. I love to make gifts for people and get things for people, but it just, with working and doing this and all that, it's really hard to like have the time to do all the shopping and get it organized and all the things. So I'm going to try to keep it a little bit simple. Cindy has, Amanda not yet, Maud has. And there's no, I mean, it's October. But I feel like by November 1st, if I'm not already doing something, I got troubles. Now this year, I don't have to mail anything because we're going to Michigan this year for Christmas. So I have a little more time. I don't have to mail things like a week early. I don't know if that's good for me or not, that I have more time, because sometimes that just, I don't know, that could be a problem for me, because not that I put it off, but I usually, if I have more time, I overbuy. That's usually the problem. It's not that I necessarily put it off, but I think, oh, I'm just going to do one more thing, because everything that I bought was like, I don't know, a month before that. So I kind of forget until like January and the beginning of February when my credit card bills start coming in. I'm like, so maybe I don't need more time. So I'm just doing a second coat. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing, but I'm literally just going over what we did one more time with the colors that we used. Okay, and then we're going to set this aside. Few things for the grandkids. Like when you see something that you know they'll like this time of year is when it makes sense to just kind of, oh, I'm going to grab this or I'm going to grab that. You know, originally I was going to do the lettering in in Lagoon, but now I'm thinking I'm going to do it in bright white. Okay, so I'm going to leave my letters here. I'm going to just give them a quick little sanding because it's easier with the tape. It just holds it. Wipe that off briefly, and we're going to do a little wax just so they don't get, all that paint doesn't get pulled up. If I can find my wax, here it is. Florine said a little bit. I am doing some personalized ornaments with my laser, as you guys might assume, with for the people in my family. So I'm excited about those. I don't have any done, but I have 2 in the works. The designs are done. I just haven't put them together yet. Super excited about that because, you know, you can make it personalized. Trying to figure out what to get for my adult grandsons. How old are they, Maud? Okay, now these letters we're going to pull off. And I'll show you what transfer they're going to pair with. Not that I'm going to be any help, Maud, but we can maybe work together and figure something out. All right, so we're going to use this one. We actually, I don't know if you guys can see, but our craft fair sign is what I put on this large board. This is what we're going to use. The word stay cozy are here. This transfer is awesome for all your winter stuff because you get cozy, you get mittens, you get the word mittens, you get snowflakes. Of course, you get the word craft. Lots, and you get cocoa and all that. So you can make your own designs with this. Anyway, this is a good transfer for all your winter crafts, I think. Okay. So we've already used this once. I'm just going to flip it over, put my letters on. Oh, they're in their 20s. Oh, so same age as my kids. Well, kind of depends on the kids, right? Like what their hobbies are, what they like to do. For my son, he's a very outgoing dude. He loves to ski, so I have that theme, or snowboard. He does both. But I always get him, I started getting him the last few years a pair of flower pants. Basically, he likes very loud, very loud clothing. And the last few years, I've found him a funky pair to get, so I get him that. But I don't know. I can't think of generic stuff for that age. Money is always good. I mean, money is always good. And you know what I did last year? My sister, you guys. I gave money last year, but I like to give it in a fun way. So I bought these like boxes on Amazon. And hang on, I've got to fix the A, is a little too high. And the boxes come like spring loaded, and you line it with like all this little paper confetti essentially. And when they open it, the money kind of goes everywhere. And my sister was like, what in the world did you do? Because I got no list from any of the boys up there. So they all got money in these spring-loaded boxes. And it made it a fun way to give money. Those I found on Amazon, they were hilarious, I thought. My sister was not thrilled to have to clean her house full of, it wasn't glitter, but it was like these tissue paper circles that were you guys, it was funny. Yeah, you could do t-shirts. That would work. That would work. You could go with a theme, right? Like you could do, I don't know what you would do with t-shirts, but. All right, so this I'm going to clean later. I'm just going to leave it on the backer sheet. And let's dry our letters. And then we're going to make a plan. I'm not sure how I'm going to do this. We're going to dry it first. I gave my grandsons 50 in pennies, nickels. Okay, now that's just mean, Maud. I'm teasing you, but wow. If it makes you laugh, if it brings you joy, then it's all good, right? Okay, what I'm thinking I'm going to do with these letters is I'm going to, I got to give myself a little room. I need the A. My mom did that for me when I turned 50. She sent me $50 in like all these coins. It cost her more money to mail it than I don't know, than she gave me, right? Let's see, I think this short part of the Z goes at the top. All right, I want to curve these, and it's a good thing I have a minute to kind of move these around. And I want to keep them inside because I'm going to glue these, but they got to be inside this little lip. Let's see, we can move these a little closer. All right, I'm going to do a little test. All right, this is pretty close. It's pretty close. This is going to work. But you want to give yourself room because you need a little lip here. You don't want to put this on and then it not stick. This is kind of nice about having the separate individual letters because you can move them around until it looks the way you want it to look. Now I am going to do hot glue. Is this hot yet? Almost. It is so close. Can't hear you because my truck thinks I'm driving. I'm just the passenger. That's not nice. You said he had fun with it, Maud? Well, good. I'm glad he had fun with it. I need to put this down lower. I think I just left the box full of coins. I think I know right where the box is, to be honest, that my mom said. I'm like, what are you doing? This is, you know what's going to happen. You know, this takes forever and then it just oozes everywhere. Come on, hot glue gun. Basically, we're going to glue these letters on and then it's going to be super cute. We are going to put, actually, while we're waiting for that, we're going to put some snow inside our shadow box. Okay? I don't want to have too much. Not sure how much I want. I guess we can always take some out if it's too much, but I'm thinking I basically want it to fill the bottom. Like that far, I guess. Can always add more if we need to. Or take some out, as the case may be. All right, come on, babe. I mean, how hot does this have to be in order for it to work? It's super hot. There we go. Now we're cooking with fire. All right, should we do it this way? The big part at the top is what it says. All right, now we got our glue gun going. Or at least I thought we did. Right, there we go, okay. I don't want to get crazy because it's just going to come flying out. And now it's going to run out on its own without me doing anything. Today, I believe, you guys, is the last day for the fall sale. So there are some items on sale. 50% off. I think today is the last day for that. I launched yesterday on my Etsy site. I got all the Tiffany Thiessen cutouts are posted. If you grab some of her designs and you want the cutouts for those are on my Etsy site. But I also, as promised, listed all the interchangeable pieces. There are 5 designs. I posted it on my page yesterday. If you missed it, I will give you a sneak peek at the end here. But all the inserts for our October craft box are on my cozy site, on my Etsy site. There is, the themes are Halloween, Thanksgiving. You can always get the October craft box with Santa. And there is an everyday, there is a winter theme, there is an spring/Easter theme. And did I say Halloween? So they're all listed there. Feel free to grab the ones you want. I also listed the base, the window base, separate so that if you did not get the October or winter Christmas one and you just want the other ones, you can get the base separate, okay? So just type the word cozy, check your messages, and you'll be able to find my Etsy shop for those. All right, let's see how this turned out. We're just going to let the magic happen. All right, ready? How cute! You guys, What do you think? He's so cute. What do you think? I think this turned out adorable. So adorable. Hit that heart button for me. I think he turned out so cute. How fun. Now you could put more snow in. I could probably go a little higher, but this is pretty good, right? Thank you for the hearts, you guys. I think this turned out so cute. All right, now be sure that you're in the perks program before you make any purchases. That way you can save 30% off all the time, all the time. All right, guys, thanks so much for hanging out with me, and we'll see you soon. Bye.